We gotta try. I mean, we did Jacob yesterday. Who's the Kane? Don't even get me started. Okay, it's Tinted Judas, right? That has the katana. Yeah, okay, we're doing katana strats. Dolce and katana. We'll do some Tainted Kane, don't get me wrong either. Like, I actually think Tainted Kane might be like my favorite character in the game. You guys are you okay? You're too fast, man. It's too big for you. I gotta watch that. That was one of my favorite viral videos. I haven't seen it in forever. Guy in large car actually parks correctly, but gets yelled at by lady who parked her Toyota Yaris over the lines. It's too big for you. It's a good video. Tainted Lilith is cool too. No trolling, you're invincible in dark form. We do a little trolling though. Did you see the clip of the lady freaking out over someone's pet pig? I did not. I'll watch any video that is in the genre of public freakout. I'll give it a try at least. There's been a lot of Vancouver ones, man. No doubt about that. Like, Vancouver might as well be like, it's a home game for r/public freakout lately. COVID denier gets bicycle thrown in through his passenger side window. There's all sorts of them. No, I wouldn't say Vancouver's like the Florida of Canada. Like, honestly, I think it's kind of like Canada's Los Angeles. So, you know, you get... I mean, what do you want me to say? You get a cosmopolitan cross-section of society. You know how, like, in Grand Theft Auto 5, you'll be walking down the street, and then, like, within 5 seconds, 3 different strangers will make your head spin with what they're saying to you? That's pretty much what it's like. Good damage. Really, really good and smart damage here. Thank you for reminding me we can go into the curse room for free. Thank you. What is Canada's Florida? I mean, the funny answer is Florida. Like, a lot of Canadians, especially, like, after they retire, they go live in Florida. Or Arizona, increasingly. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, like it's kind of like the wealthy Canadian retirement plan for a lot of people is like they have one house in Canada that you summer in, and then in the winter you go down to like your house in Florida or in Flagstaff, so that you in the wintertime you don't have to deal with the snow. And then you say something like, oh, it's not that I wanted to own 2 houses, it's just that, you know, my joints. Something like that. Anyway. We got HP. We're chilling. We got to get some more momentum. I've thrown some HP away I'm not proud of, but we'll get it back. We were just a little heavy on the banter there. I thought maybe I could, like, I could drag it out. It's nice in Canada right now. At least in Vancouver, it's nice right now. It's sunny, but a little chilly. But the geese are hanging out. But it's before most of them have had their goslings, so they're not crazy yet, which is nice. You get to walk around. You'll see some geese, like, you know, drinking some water out of a puddle or something like that, and you're like, that's cool. But then when they have their goslings, they go frickin' crazy. If you're like, I get scared sometimes when I'm walking around and I see somebody walking their dog and the dog goes close to the goose. I'm like, get the heck out of the way. Like, get your dog out of there. It's too big for you. That's pretty good. It's not good at all, actually. Excuse me, I've been ripped off. That was fruitcake, that's right. What the? We don't want it. It's too big for you. That's all I got. Yeah, geese, I don't know, but I maintain, you know, the thing is, like, people say, like, geese are a-holes. I think the only reason that we see them as a-holes is because they're one of the few animals that stands up to human hegemony. No thank you. Like, if you go up to, if there's like a fly or something like that, and you go like, get out of here, the fly is like, oh crap, get me out of here. If you go up to a pigeon or a seagull and you try to scare it, like, they're gonna get scared in all likelihood. If you go up to a goose and you're like, I'm the dominant species on this planet, they're like, oh really? Let's put that theory to the test. I respect it, honestly. You learn really quickly, like as a kid, you learn that's a bird that's not to be trifled with. What, you're stealing my consumable or my item? Yeah, the geese, they're chilling, man. Oh, I thought I could go over the gaps with this. They are horrible creatures. They make the docks and the parks such a mess. Wait, are you talking about people or geese? Look, I'm not a geese guy. Like, I'm not gonna go to bat for the geese, but I'm like, you know, they do poop on everything. They create a lot of poop. But I don't know what to say, you know? Like, I can't really say, like, it's their fault. You know? What are they supposed to do? Fly into the toilet? I mean, we kind of took the goose world away from them, so I think it's well within their rights to defecate as they please. Plus, I mean, and this is, you know, again, Canada's Los Angeles sort of thing, but I see human excrement on a semi-regular basis in the city, so I mean, this is like a little too gross. There's definitely, like, one time Cade and I went to a baby doctor appointment, and literally, like, the parking spot that we parked in, there was, like, a human had, like, taken a dump in a sweatshirt and placed it in the parking lot. I was just like, alright, I don't know. I guess I just don't understand, like, why you had to ruin your sweatshirt to do it. But then also, like, we were walking the, this was like a month ago now that I think about it, but we were walking and, there was just a human poo on the sidewalk. Well, it was like in the grass next to the sidewalk, and it was next to like some old plastic bags and stuff like that. And I honestly, like, look, I know it grosses people out. I'm not really worried about human feces right now. We're doing a lot of diaper changes, but, I saw the poo, and I was actually, like, jealous. Because at one point, I was like, I'm not jealous, because, like, I don't know what that person did to, like, get to the point where they're taking a poop on the street. But, like, it was so, like, solid, and it looked so healthy that I almost had, like, a medical envy for it. I was like, what is this person eating that their excrement came out so... Like, it looked like the 3D model of the perfect poop. I don't think I've had one of those since I was like 9 years old. I mean, if you saw it, you probably would not think that this bit is as weird as you'd think it is right now. Here's the, oh, dude. Ooh, human poop, oh, that comes out of my butt every morning, but now I have to see it with my eyes in an environment where it's not typical. Ooh, gross. Me? I'm like, dude, what are you eating? Can I wanted to leave like a misconnection on Craigslist that's like, can I have access to your nutrition plan? Because I gotta know, man. I think you can make a lot of money off of that. I'll confirm that that person was built different. I'm not apologizing. I think it's a natural human emotion. I didn't go back to, like, take a photo of it. I was just in passing. I was like, you know, that's human poop. But at the same time, I'm actually just kind of impressed. Okay. Why not? I'm realizing, and let's not take this too far down this road, but I'm realizing that there is like there's an urban-rural divide, right? Like, I saw someone in chat say people that live in the city are just desensitized. That's like, we were talking about it with rats yesterday. I was like, I see rats like probably, you know, 3 or 4 times a week just walking around. People are like, that's ridiculous. I'm like, nah, man, it's just way of the world. You live in the city, you rats, human poop, you come across it on occasion. Also, though, like the best restaurants in the world. What did Kate think when you told her this? She was like, ew, but also you're not wrong. You know, she's lived in the city as well. It's not like, you know, it's foreign for her. She was just like, that's gross, but also you do have a good point. Like, it's a healthy looking poop. She might have jokingly punched me in the arm or the shoulder. Oh, hello, Daniel. You joined on some little brother stuff, but that's okay. We're moving off of it. I was just talking about the time where I was walking around and we saw some human excrement on the street, but I was also like begrudgingly admiring of the quality of the poo, you know? Like the structural integrity and the diameter and stuff like that. I was impressed. Anyway, we don't have to go too far into it. I'm just saying. You sure it wasn't from a dog? Look, here's what I'm gonna say, alright? It might have been from a dog, but if it was from a dog, I'm even more impressed than if it was from a human. Because it was like... I don't know what you want me to say. Like half of the diameter of my forearm? It could have been from a dog. I mean, there's big dogs out there, but... Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, Kate's coming in to defend the bit. It was a person that had pooped their jeans and then had left their jeans with the poop at the side of the sidewalk. Can you, like, because Chad, they all live in, okay, look, that's too negative, I apologize. Many of them have not touched grass for a while. Sorry, that's too negative. They're insulated from the grime of city living. Can you explain to them that there's nothing weird about, like, when you see a poop in public being, like, at least it's a healthy one? Kate said, I see many human poops. She said it was a perfect cylinder. Oddly, crazily big human poop is what she said. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. If you are not at a place in your life where you can look at something like that and have a little chuckle to yourself, then, you know, go country, like Alan Jackson said. That would be much worse, like, if it was diarrhea, for sure. Anyway, that's all I got. Yeah, at least be impressed. Dude, the city, we already get screwed over with, like, gerrymandering, and now people are trying to tell us, oh, you can't even have fun anymore. Like, what's up with that? Bro, we're already paying, like, $1,400 a square foot for real estate. Just give us a chance to breathe out here, you know? We gotta find economical ways to have a laugh now and then. Can't even enjoy a secondhand poop anymore. It's crazy. Jerry. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you walk outside and you're like, oh, is that, you know, poop? It's gonna be a long life, you know? Something you see it sometimes. You just gotta laugh. Oh, is that poop? What's going on there? You know what gets me when I'm walking around is, like, sometimes you'll just be walking around and you'll see, like, a shoe. And you're always like, how does that happen, man? How does somebody lose, like, a shoe or a sock? Bless you. All right, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I don't think it's a murder. Like, I do think that, yeah, probably drugs or alcohol plays a role, but it throws me for a loop sometimes when I'm walking outside and I'm like, there's just a shoe. Kate's bringing up there was one time I was intoxicated and I did leave both of my shoes behind. But again, I want to say two things in my own defense. One is, leaving both shoes behind is more normal than putting one shoe on and leaving. But secondarily, it also was not at like an off-site venue. We were hanging out in our friend's hotel room who was staying in the same hotel as us. And I left my shoes in their hotel room because in my head I was like, I'll just come down tomorrow and get them. And then in the morning, they were like, hey, bro, your shoes are here. Do you want to come get them? Why'd you leave them here? And I was like, I don't know. You got a very good point. But at the time, it made a lot of sense last night. Anyway. What the... Okay, probably shouldn't have just shot at the wall for no reason. Fair enough. Yeah, thank you for... look, not everybody has the scientific curiosity and decorum to look at a poo and say, like, wow, that's a kind of a nice one. I'm glad to hear that other people that live in cities are like, yeah, we see it on the regular. I think it's a combination of, like, you know, having done a lot of dissections in university, combined with, like, you know, we're changing, like, a lot of diapers right now. That's a little different because it's, like, your own baby's poo, but, like, you know, poo, it doesn't gross me out in the slightest. I do get startled, though. Like, sometimes I'll be changing the baby's diaper, and, like, while I'm changing it, she'll, like fart, and it's like a gunshot went off next to my ear, and I'm like, hey, what the... I'm like, hey, I'm working down here. Put the safety on. Oh, yes, please do. That's fine, baby. Hello.
This is not poop, it's just food.
It's not poop, it's just food. Excuse me, this is gaslighting. I did not stop to admire the feces, okay? I admired it merely in passing and remarked upon it. Anyway, you know, everybody poops. That's all I'm trying to say. In fact, I mean, you know, we can turn the concern trolling on its head here. If anything, you should be looking at your own poop more often. It's an important part of maintaining your health as an adult is to look at your own bowel movements and be like, you know, hey, does that look normal? And if it consistently looks abnormal, you'd be like, maybe we could talk to somebody about that. That's not the same as admiring a turd on the road. Okay, first off, it was not on the road. I was not driving along and saw in my peripheral vision a prodigious poop. And then pulled over the automobile and said, get a load of this, honey. We were merely walking on the sidewalk in the vicinity of something. It was unavoidable. Everybody could see it. To deny it would have been The equivalent to a shared delusion. It was not 35,000 feet in the air inside of a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, and I said, "Pilot, could you please put us down? I spy with my little eye something that begins with P." Okay? It merely happened to be in our path as we were traveling naturally. And I won't stand for this gaslighting. Please put us down. I see something brown. Man, if I had a nickel for every time I said that. No, I do not poop in the shower. I mean, that's just... you see how quickly things get out of control online, Kate? It's crazy. One drunk person pooped their pants. We had to see the poop, and now all of a sudden I'm waffle stomping turds down our drain every morning. It's not the case. Mostly because I usually have to defecate in the morning, and then I don't get to shower until after dinner. So, like, even the timeline doesn't even match up, unfortunately. That's invincibility, baby. Yeah, I know. I just got here. Is she being serious? Okay, hold on. Strength card. I haven't been focusing on this run for a bit. Yeah, I don't want to be a night showerer. It's not that bad, but I take it as, like, you know, it's just the most convenient thing for our lifestyle right now with the baby. Otherwise, I like to shower early in the morning, but I've pivoted to night showering just because we have a lot more free time between, like, you know, 7 and 11 when the baby is asleep then. This is a hot debate that Kate's getting into right now. A night shower does make a lot of sense because it means you're getting into your bed clean, or as clean as possible, and as a result, maybe your sheets stay cleaner longer. But it does make my clothes get dirtier faster. I do wash my clothes anyway. We wash our sheets anyway, but it's true. I don't sleep in this clothing, so I mean, I think I've never had a strong opinion on this either way. I think both night showers and morning showers are both fine. Even a midday shower is like the worst of all worlds. You get like 6 hours of being a little sweaty. Hello. Hey. And then you like shower, and then you go to bed a little dirty as well. But if you just worked out, of course, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, if you look, don't let the NFT haters hear this, but I think, you know, if you shower or you live in a very hot or humid environment, or sorry, if you work out or you live in a hot or humid environment, I'm not gonna be mad at you for taking 2 showers on the occasional day. I think it's, I don't know, I think it's better for your body to take a shower after a long run than to just leave the sweat all over yourself.
But also, when Chet says, like, ew, morning shower is better.
Yeah.
Ew, night shower is better. Judging by majority of gamers that
Oh no, oh no, she's... Okay, we're not doing this anymore. We're trying to maintain a positive, holistic environment between streamer and audience.
Better just take a shower. That's the answer for the majority of them.
Look, all I'm gonna say, there are occasionally stinky, sweaty people at conventions, but they're mostly mouth fans. My viewers historically have had wonderful hygiene. I've always been like, I've complimented some viewers on occasion. Remember there was a guy at PAX who was like, hey, can you pose like we're having like a rap, we're doing a rap cover or something like that? And then when he shook my hand, it was like the strongest handshake I've ever received in my entire life. And I was like, oh my God, you're so strong. And then I looked at his forearms, and they were like almost as big as that poo that we saw on the sidewalk. And I was like, what do you eat? Anyway, see, so that's the anatomy of a good joke, I would say, is the callback.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Thank you, thank you. I don't think that guy was trying to hurt my hand either. He just seemed like one of those guys who was like, he's just...
he went to SFU.
I don't even understand the joke.
The joke is that SFU is all about min-maxing how to do business.
Oh, I see.
And they go, when you do business, you give them a firm shake.
I am first off, I have a couple of things to say. One is, I don't think enough people in chat are invested in the Vancouver University rivalry between University of British Columbia and Simon Fraser University
There's
to
no
know.
rivalry. We like to make fun of them.
And then secondarily, I don't think that business school teaches you how to have a good handshake. Maybe at the mixers afterwards, but... Like, I thought SFU was a high school.
Are you actually?
No.
Oh.
I just thought I would pile on. Although I don't really... The irony is that the school that I went to for programming, when people decided that they, like, wanted to get serious, oftentimes they're like, yeah, I'm dropping out. I got into SFU for computer science. You know, so, I don't know. If you're making fun of SFU, I don't know what the heck, you know, BCIT is all about. Oh, I shouldn't have been here yet, but that's okay. We'll be fine.
I guess there's not enough stereotypical things to make fun of BCIT.
I think it's mostly, like, BCIT has a reputation as like a night school and a commuter school. So people that go there like aren't going for any kind of university experience. They're just going to basically get a job.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, that's why I was there. I got nothing against BCIT is pretty sick. Oh, jeez, Louise. Couple of professors that, you know, maybe I would recommend staying away from, but apart from that, I had some I had some good experiences there. Just for the record, I did not mean to pop the strength card there. That's my bad. Okay. Sit down. Okay, goodbye. Donkey, 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 goo. Yeah, if you live in BC, I'd recommend. Well, it depends what you're looking for, but you know, if you're an adult and you want to learn how to program, and you're okay with it taking like 9 years for you to get your bachelor's of science in software engineering, or your I can't even remember, your bachelor's of technology, I think. By all means. I went to a school with a highly rated business school. My roommate was in the business school, and he's the dumbest person I've ever met. Okay, well, look. First off, rude. Secondly, haha. I mean, look. I don't know what to tell you, okay? I knew some people that were in commerce at my alma mater. And some of them were very bright and very nice. A lot of them were kind of stereotypical sort of like pseudo-finance D-bags who just got into it because, like, you know, it's an opportunity to make a lot of money and, like, you know, look good in a suit or something. But I wouldn't suggest that, like, the whole industry be thrown out with the bathwater, you know what I mean? Plus, we were like 19, you know? Just little kids. Nobody, you don't really know what you want at 19 for the most part. Unless you want your bottle. I want my data. Does nobody else see how absolutely fricked this is? I've got a genius idea. Check this out. Yep. You will not hit me. I'm invincible. If I was invincible. Get what I'm saying? Hey, I wasn't charged up yet. Oh, wait. I already am some of the time. Alright, I've decided this run sucks. And I have no tether to reality because I was bantering about poop the whole time. But we might be able to make it still. We'll see. I mean, we're too far to just give up on this one. I would like to get some hearts, please. Oh. Oh, wow, you can really dance. I went to McMaster the same year Pokimane studied there. That was pretty pog. I'm happy for you, bro. That's cool. Yeah, well, I went to Queen's University in the same period where Rojo Caliente went there, so I'm not trying to complain either. Bling bling and expensive things. That's Rojo Caliente. Hey, yo, you see this guy teleport? I bet it's weird now. Like, if you're in college, like, surely a percentage of your classmates are streamers, right? Just give this a sec. Or like YouTubers or aspiring influencers or something like that. That's wild, man. I mean, it's wild to me, but I guess it's very normal, like for you, but some of them become YouTubers, literally everyone. That's crazy, dude. I was talking about it with Kate yesterday. We were walking around, and there was like this lady we were walking near, and she was on FaceTime for like 20 minutes straight. And then Kate was like, wow, she's been on FaceTime for a long time. And I was explaining to her that in my experience from going on these walks, literally 100% of people are on the phone 100% of the time. I didn't realize like how many important people live in society every day. I'm just walking around like looking at the sights and like trying to live in the moment. Literally 80% of the people that I pass are like involved in endless conversations. I was just like, I thought that the team, I think it would have been better if we put, I'm like, oh my God. It's like, you gotta, I mean, I've only never even met them whatsoever in my entire life, but I think I can tell them how to live their lives. You gotta unplug from now and then. Like, take some time to appreciate the sights. Like, for example, okay, I'm not gonna call it back again, because some people seem genuinely bothered, but... But I'm like, I guess there's just people out there that, like, want to talk to other people on the regular. Whereas, for the most part, I just get annoyed. I still don't know how I'm teleporting you, but... Like, I feel like if, I know how this is gonna sound, but just hear me out, okay? If a friend of mine called me and was like, hey, do you just want to chat? Once I made sure that they were okay, it would put our friendship in jeopardy. You know, we can chat over, like, text on Discord or, like, text on the phone or something. But, like, if you call me and you want to have, like a conversation over voice, we gotta schedule that out, like, in advance. And it has to have almost a purpose to it that elevates it to that level of conversation. Otherwise, I'm like... Like, don't take this the wrong way, but I'd rather listen to a podcast. I'd rather have a podcast on and then be in the Discord. Like, you can type and we'll go like LOL or something like that. But you're gonna occupy like the entire audio side of my brain? I don't think so, man. Okay, use Dark Arts. You get a damage upgrade. Not a, like, I mean, I know this is like a classic millennial / zoomer bit. It's not even just that I'm, like, not a phone guy. I just think that, like, you know, the younger generations, which, believe it or not, I include myself in, you know, we're so used to, like, multitasking that the idea of having to focus on a phone call with somebody, no matter how casual, is actually, like it's something you reserve for only the most special people in your life. What the heck? Oh, I know Jar. Jar is shoot fires. I'm scared of it, though, so I will take this instead. Jar is great. Son of a... So what I was gonna say is that, like, maybe it's a coincidence that I, like, don't have any friends that, like, ask for a call on the phone on the regular. But I think maybe it actually makes perfect sense. Alright, we might get a chance to fight Mega Satan. But I don't know, you, like, really, like, I don't know if you should put your age in the chat, but I'm like, I feel like, I don't know, it just is surprising to me that there are people that are like, you know, you have friends that are like, can we do a voice call right now? That's totally, like, that's out of the pocket for me. My mom, sure. My mom gets, like, special treatment, you know? My dad, First question, is mom okay? Second question, could this be an email instead? I love my dad. I'm just, you know, one of the reasons we get along so well, I think, is because he would never be like, hey, can we do a quick voice call? He would just text me, like, an look at the big brain on this guy. He would just text me, like a complete document of what's happening. You don't miss seeing your friends? I do, to an extent. And I know how that sounds. I actually didn't mean that part as a joke. Like, there are days where I'm like, you know, I would like to see other people. And then there are days where I'm like, I think I'm pretty okay right now. Which I think is normal for everybody, but especially, like, introverts. Like, you go up and down on that sort of stuff, right? But what I don't, like, I don't feel like a phone call is a reasonable replacement for me. You know, if I'm hanging out with somebody, I've made, like, a commitment in advance that, like, hey, we're gonna, like, spend some time together today. We're gonna have some, like, you know, we're gonna have some conversations. We've agreed to give each other that mutual level of respect. If I'm just sitting there, like, enjoying my me time and someone's like, hey, can we have a call right now? I'm like, whoa. Or if they don't even ask, if they're just, like, if they just show up on the caller ID, I'd be like, okay, buddy, you know? You better be dead. Otherwise, this could have been a freaking Discord DM. "24-hour ban, permanent." Exactly. Exactly. This call better be caller ID, heaven. I really tried to hit the button. Dude, we're actually gonna die, I'm realizing. That's, oh, I hate receiving a phone call. It's the worst. If you know it's coming, whatever. All right, that was not a good attempt. Oh well, we'll put a slash marker in there regardless. Who was that? That was Tainted Judas, failure yet